Well, Killing Floor 2. I don't think I was ever more dedicated in a game more than Killing Floor 2, I mean. Today, I just decided, since, the last video did so freaking well, I don't know why, but let's just recreate it for Killing Floor 2, I guess. Well then boys, my Killing Floor 2 journey started in 2015 on the 21st of April. Killing Floor 2 came out as early access. I mean, hype was building up. Back then I was so freaking hyped. So hyped for Killing Floor 2 because I knew what they've done with Killing Floor 1. So I was just thinking, Killing Floor 2 should technically be better in every single aspect. Right? Well, back then I was still in school, didn't play too much, but when I played, I guess it was alright. Lots of stuff was added back in 2015. There was the Firebug and Demolitionist update alongside, their weapons. There was also a new boss added we all know and love, the Patriarch. Can't forget about the best perk in the game, the Gunslinger. Gunslinger was also added alongside with, some of his weapons. And all of that sounds really cool. But there was one thing that came into the game that exact year. The Z economy. Yup, the dark days of getting headbands, glitching cosmetics and other stuff that didn't even work at all. Yup, a lot of people gave up on the game back then because they felt like it would become a cosmetic-induced mess. I mean, were they wrong? Well, we got 6 more years to cover, so let go. 2016, yep, that was the launch year for Killing Floor 2. On the 18th of November, the game released. Hell yeah. But what all was added before that, you might be asking? Well, first of all, we got Versus mode. And that didn't go so well. They attempted in making it better that year for launch, but it was still an unbalanced mess. I think that was their second biggest mistake in their early access development. I mean, first one obviously being the buggy Z economy and the cosmetic system, Jesus Christ. They were also experimenting with a game conductor system. That was a system that adjusts the game depending on how good or bad you were playing. And I think that system ultimately was removed. I think. I don't even know anymore, man. Then we got the Sharpshooter perk and some of his weapons. Yeah, that was a Giga Pog moment. That was literally something that we've been asking for, where the hell's the Sharpshooter? Because that was like one of the best perks in Killing Floor 1. Something unexpected came that year as well. A brand spanking new perk focused on SMGs. The SWAT. Yep, the SWAT came that exact year with, some of his weapons. I mean, that was kinda sick. We got 2 new perks to grind. Now, they were meeting a deadline of the 18th of November. They didn't have much more time, and they needed to make the 10th perk, the Martial Artist. But I think they just looked at each other and just said, well, fuck it, we don't really know what the hell the perk is all about. So they opted for the most generic option, the Survivalist. Yup, the Survivalist was part of the launch of Killing Floor 2. The perk by itself, yeah, it didn't really bring much hype as the other perks. And everyone was just like asking, I mean, where the fuck's the martial artist? This is not the same icon, the fuck? And Tripward's response was, well, bruh, the martial artist would have been very similar to the berserker, so we made some adjustments and made the survivalist. And yep, that pretty much concluded probably the most important year for Killing Floor 2. And now let's head into 2017. So, 2017, yeah, it started very strong with the Tropical Bash update. The update introduced the Mason Shield for the Berserker. We also got emotes, cross-perk weapons, and the Fidget Spinner, I mean, Gorefiend. That was kind of a good update for, the start of 2017, and we also got an update for Spring. For the Spring update, we got the Descent map and the Nuked map, alongside 2 new weapons, the Stoner and Space Spitfires. And then, the best update that brought, some extra hype into Killing Floor 2. The Summer Sideshow event. The event by itself, it wasn't really all that big, but them changing the Z skins and making a themed circus map alongside called the Tragic Kingdom, yeah, that was definitely very awesome to see. The update also introduced 8 new weekly outbreaks, and we got 2 new weapons, the Centerfire and HZ-12. After the summer update we got the spooky Halloween update that introduced the Dosh Vault. My god. A new map called Nightmare and 2 new weapons, the Seeker 6 and Hemo Goblin. They did also add a new boss for the Halloween update called the King Fleshbound. I mean, they literally just like yoinked it from their weekly outbreak, so I think in the middle somewhere they added some random maps, like Containment Station and other stuff, but I'm just gonna be covering the major updates. So yeah, lastly, for 2017, we got the Christmas update. Oh boy, my favorite update of them all. Yup, Krampus Christmas was launched in December and it giga freaking slapped. My all-time favorite map was introduced, called Krampus Lair. A new boss was made called the Abomination, and the Zeds were now winter themed. And we also got 2 new weapons, the UMP and the Freeze Thrower. Yep, that event was definitely one of my favorites. I mean, that's when, the map design was on point. And that was it for 2017, an overall good year for Killing Floor 2 altogether, I'd say. And now we're heading into the final good year of Killing Floor 2 in my opinion, 2018. So 2018 started really strong with its spring update. The spring update brought us Endless Mode. 3 new weapons, which were the MAC-10, Husk Cannon and the AF-2011. We also got a new playable character called the Dar Robot. We got 2 new maps called Power Core, which was a community map, and Dissector, which is albeit a bit random because it's Endless Mode exclusive for some reason. And we also got the Rioter, or as I like to call them, the Rioteer. And then we were preparing for the almighty summer update, known to people as the update that changed Killing Floor 2 forever. The summer update had a new objective mode, quote-unquote, map called Airship, alongside with another map called Lockdown, but I mean, Airship was the primary focus though. So Airship was their idea of an objective mode map, an experiment, if you will. It brought back the long-awaited Lockhart character from Killing Floor 1. But unlike Killing Floor 1, yep, he was not a character which you needed to escort, he was just a voice. We also got 4 new weapons called the M99, Static Strikers, Doomstick, and the Gorshev. I mean, fair enough, Gorshev is a freaking knife. We also got a very bland upgrade system, yup, which is still present today. On top of that, we got perk Prestiging, which is, I guess, cool, and a new character called Mrs. Foster. Oh, by the way, we also got the main talking point of this update, yep, EDARs.
I smell pennies!
Yep, 2018 summer update was the update that brought EDARs. Completely unexpected and a lot, and I do mean a lot of people hated them. But I guess not enough for them to remove them, so they're still here today. A lot of people gave up on the game because of this update, but ironically this month was the peak of Killing Floor 2. Killing Floor 2 had 69,000 players in their game at once. Albeit it was a free weekend, or should I say a free week, but I guess it's kinda cool. It couldn't quite get to that 69 for 20 though. I mean, shit, maybe for Killing Floor 3. Most of the players came back to check out the next update, which was the Halloween update. The Halloween update did generate a lot of hype. We finally got Halloween-themed Zeds. A Halloween-themed map called Monster Ball. and 4 new weapons, which were the HM Tech 501, FN Fall, MKB, and the Road Redeemer. Overall, a very good update and kept us playing long enough for a fantastic Christmas update. Now, the Christmas update, to me personally, felt a little bit rushed compared to the previous year, but I mean, nonetheless, I had fun. So 2 new maps were added, Santa's Workshop and Shopping Spree. 4 new weapons were also added, called the Battle Axe, the Fire Axe, the Tommy Gun, and the M32. We also got Badass Santa, voiced by Gary Busey, or whatever the hell that dude's called. For me personally, this was the first time I ever heard of this guy. So yeah, Santa's Workshop was a very quality looking map, but it could have had better objectives in my opinion. And oh boy, now we're going into the danger zone. 2019. So 2019, it kind of started okay-ish. The spring update was a community map called Spillway. I mean, Spillway was like an overall decent map, and it still is to this day. But we only got 2 new weapons. The Helios rifle and the Killer Watt, and that was about it, and it kind of made me wonder why it was so little this time. But I mean, this was also the first update that was like this, so I just like let it slide. And I'm so glad I did, because the summer update, yeah, that was more jam-packed with stuff. So for summer we got finally objective mode. When I saw that I was like, oh fuck yeah, finally, goddamn. But shortly after, yeah, I was relatively disappointed. But back then, I was thinking, well, aight, it's their first objective mode map. They're probably just like testing stuff, so I can't wait for the future. So the summer update had a new map called Steam Fortress alongside 3 new objective mode maps. So Steam Fortress was objective mode, they made Z Landing into objective mode, and they also made Outpost into objective mode. Sadly though, all of these objectives were kind of the same. It was nothing like Killing Floor 1, didn't feel unique at all. We also got 2 new weapons in the summer update, the Seal Squeal and the Hemoclobber. And after that, boys, I don't think you're ready for this one. The update that changed Killing Floor 2 from decent to very bad. Literally a straight decline in quality. Introducing the Halloween update. So the Halloween update had a community-made map called Ashwood Asylum. I mean, the Nuked map also got an objective mode. For some reason it was just the same as Z Landing Outpost. And we got 5 new weapons. But here's the catch. 3 weapons were free. 3 reskins of already existing weapons. And the last 2 weapons were paid DLC. Yup. This was the infamous update that changed it all. HRGs and DLCs. Oh god. Yep, 2019 is where Killing Floor 2 went back into early access. So HRG Nailgun, HRG Buckshot, and HRG Heel Thrower were born. I mean, I just wonder why they were born. And we also got Rhinos and the Ion Thruster, both for $20. Goddamn. Yep, this is where more and more players were losing hope. Something worth mentioning as well, beyond this point, yeah, the seasonal updates really didn't have a theme anymore. Yep, the updates, they just felt, you know, thrown together. But there was still one update this year, the Christmas update. In the Christmas update, we got a new boss called the Matriarch. A very good addition to the game, I'd say. We got another community map called Sanitarium, whatever the hell. Biotic Slab got a random objective mode, no one cares. And we got 4 new weapons, again 2 were free, 2 were DLC. So I guess the negative feedback they got in the previous update didn't really do much. So we got the HRG Incision, HRG Winter Bites, the Mosin Nagant, and the Glock, and the Riot Shield. And yep, things just go further down the drain from here, boys. They did also announce at the very end of that year that, Killing Floor 2 will now be developed by another company called Saber Interactive. Well then, Saber, let's see what you've done in 2020. So 2020 started really poorly. There was only one community map called Biolabs and only 2 new weapons. HRG Incendiary Rifle and Compound Bow. Yep, that was it. Depressing times. Skipping along to the summer update with yet another community map called Desolation. Yeah, at this point I was just starting to sense a pattern that persisted all the way up to the present day. Anyway, we got 4 new weapons: HRG Kaboomstick, HRG Tesla Launcher, Glock 18C, and Blunderbuss. And that was about it, nothing really interesting. Like I said, after the 2019 Halloween update, things kind of started falling apart. Nonetheless, we also got the Epic Games Store integration. Yeah, that was fun, totally worked in keeping the game alive. Am I right, boys? Okay, now let's move on to this year's Halloween update. The Halloween update finally had an official map called Hellmark Station. A pretty decent map, I'd say. We also got 4 new weapons called the HRG Scorcher, the HRG Arc Generator, the Minigun, and the Mine Reconstructor. That was it. Really bland. Then we have the Christmas update. Oh boy. Well, first of all, it wasn't Christmas themed at all, which was an immediate disappointment. We got a community map again called Elysium. Only 2 new weapons again. HRG Vampire and Frostfang. And yeah, that was about it. 2020 was kind of a poor year for Killing Floor 2. And now let's go into 2021. So 2021 kind of started the same as 2020. 1 community map called Dystopia and 2 weapons, the Gravity Imploder and HRG Beluga Beat. But Saber Interactive, yeah, they were just a million IQ and they said, oh shit, we're pretty much doing the same shit over and over again. Time to spice it up, and they just made 2 new weekly outbreaks called Bloodthirst and Coliseum. So yeah, pretty much the same update as 2020, but we got 2 weekly outbreaks, and both of these were pretty boring, honestly. And this was also the time I got really bored of Killing Floor 2, but for some reason I kept supporting the game. Anyway, let's move on to summer. So summer of 2021 sounded very interesting because they said we were going to the moon. So I thought we were finally going to get that Killing Floor 1 objective mode vibe. Since, the map was supposed to be a continuation of the 2018's Steam Fortress, but boy, was I wrong. It was just a moon base map, and that's it. We also got 2 weeklies, Arachnophobia and Scavenger, kinda boring. We got 4 new weapons, HRG Blast Brawlers, HRG Bastion, FAMAS Master Key, and Termite Board. And yeah, that was about it. Again, nothing special. Then we have the Halloween update. 1 new map called Netherhold, which was a community map again. 2 new weeklies called Wild West London and Abandon All Hope. These 2 were, I guess, a little bit better, but meh. We got 4 new weapons, HRG Disruptor, HRG Tommy Gun, the Piranha Pistols, and the Corruptor Carbine. Again, that was it. And yep, the very last update we played, Chop Till You Drop. God damn it, man. So yeah, you know the drill. We got 1 new map, 2 new weeklies, 2 new weapons. The map was called, what's it even called? Carillon Hamlet, 2 new weeklies, Boss Rush, Shrunken Zeds, new weapon called Stunner, and Doshingan. And yeah, that's it. That was pretty much the entirety of the Killing Floor 2's development. Now, I did skip out, some boring stuff, some balance changes, stuff like that. But yeah, as you saw, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, yeah, they were pretty good. And 2019, half of it was good. But as soon as the Halloween update for 2019 came out, that's when things fell apart. I mean, what else can I say? Introducing only community maps, only HRGs and DLCs, yeah, that's not how Killing Floor 2 was supposed to go. But they persisted with, doing this formula, and this is where we are, 2022. Yup, in 2022 we're getting 3 major updates. So yeah, pretty much 3 major updates with no hope of improvement, I'd say. And if you guys think we're gonna get improvements for 2022, I mean, just go watch my Killing Floor 2 State of the Game video. Yeah, it pretty much has all the info you need for 2022. But just in case you don't want to watch it, well, they're pretty much gonna be doing the exact same thing. DLCs, HRGs, community maps, and instead of 2 weeklies, we're getting 1 weekly. So yeah, 2022 is pretty much just gonna be a worse 2021. So is Killing Floor 2 playable 8 years later? Well boys, as much as I dislike these updates, HRGs, DLCs, we've been over this, the game in its core, it's still very, very fun. So I would still highly recommend Killing Floor 2 despite all its issues, because the core game, it's pretty awesome. If they only improved it a little bit more, yeah, it would probably be the best zombie game out there. But I mean, sadly, 2019, it was the final nail in the coffin, I'd say. Well then boys, do let me know how you guys feel about Killing Floor 2. And do you guys agree that in 2019 the game just started to decline right after the Halloween update? So yeah, this video did take me, a long ass time to do. A lot of research, a lot of going back and forth. I'm currently here recording at 3 AM, rest in pieces. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next episode. Adios.